Hi, I'm Chanel and I'm going to be talking about my 5 notebooks project. I decided to do mine on Charles Dickens' The Chimes. So my first notebook is an introduction, introducing Charles Dickens and introducing The Chimes, which was published in 1844, a year after The Christmas Carol. It never became more popular than The Christmas Carol, so a lot of people haven't read it. And then I have a summary, the main characters, and the 3 wrongs that Charlie is accused of committing. So the second, third, and fourth quarter all focus on each of his crimes. And then I have a quote from the goblin in the bell tower who accuses him, tells him what his crime was. And then from there, I wanted to go into the vocabulary. And with the vocabulary, I wanted to do flashcards. So you have the word asperity, and you can slide the card off to reveal the definition. Since this isn't the finished version, I kind of want to have sound. I kind of want to have sound to tell so that the students know how to pronounce the word as well. And then from vocabulary, I wanted to go into grammar. And with grammar, since a lot of my notebooks have been about dragging and dropping, I wanted to work with the pen tool for one of my notebooks. So with this one, I wanted the students to go up kind of one by one and pick out a few things that they find wrong with it and use their proofreading marks. So they can go in and make the mark for capitalization or for a paragraph marker, and they can also add in their grammar points or punctuation. And then another one I wanted to do was identifying parts of speech: verbs, nouns, adverbs, pronouns, adjectives, interjections, prepositions, and conjunctions, because going back to basics seems to be kind of important. Even I have a hard time remembering exactly what a preposition is, or I have to think back on Schoolhouse Rock in order to remember. And they can go in and see the same paragraph, but this time it has all of the correct grammar and punctuation. And then they can just identify parts of speech, like nouns, prepositions, prepositional phrases, and adverbs. And they can just go through and identify that. And then from grammar, I wanted to do the questions, review questions. So I have fill in the blank questions, which they will see without the answers, obviously. And then I'll have a square on it so that way they can reveal the proper answer. And then true or false questions. So I would like for them to be able to click on either true or false, and for it to have either an X for wrong or a check for right. And then from after the review questions, my last notebook is going to be a game, a review game, Jeopardy. And with Jeopardy, you can go in and play the game, selecting a category, friend and father to the poor, and then you can drag the square off to reveal the answer. And then you just drag one of these squares to show that it's been used and you can no longer pick it, and add your score to the scoreboard. And that is how I would like to do the review game. And then I'd also like to have my rubric. My rubric is based on reading and analyzing information because I really want to focus on using the book to teach language. So I want to make sure that the students read the book, and then I want them to be able to identify important information, recall details, be able to talk about certain facts within the story, and to just be able to give their own opinion of the story as well. So that's my notebook project.